Hello and welcome back. Today I will be talking a little bit about the Cadry elite monsters. As some of you already know, for the past month or so, I only grinded at bandits, and I decided it is finally time to move to a different area. And since Cadrys are the closest ones to Shakatu, I decided to start from here. And this video will be focusing only on the elite monsters. Now, here at Cadry Ruins there are a total of 7 elite monsters, and I will have displayed on the screen shortly a map where I tried to pinpoint the location where they are supposed to spawn. And the video that is playing right now in the background is me on my wizard killing all of them from 1 to 7. As you can imagine, there really isn't that much to say about them. If I were to compare these elite monsters to Gahaz Bandit elites, I can say there are two main differences. One of them is that the gem that Gahaz Bandits drop is worth around 600k silver, and it's not really selling on the marketplace. Most of the time I just process it and turn it into dust. Here at Cadry Ruins, the gem that can drop is worth around 3.6 millions, and that one usually sells in 1 or 2 days, so it's actually worth to sell it on the marketplace. The second big difference is that usually people go to Gahaz Bandits to grind for experience, so you are not going to find the elite monsters alive so often. Here at Cadry Ruins, people usually don't come unless they have a guild quest or something else, and it's usually a really unpopulated area. For the past week I grinded here at Cadry Ruins, and I just kept on switching channels to hunt the elite monsters, and I can say that most of the time I could find at least 5 of them alive, and most of the time just all 7 of them were alive because no one was here to grind them. Now, I am sure that once a certain number of people see this video, then Cadry Ruins might get populated more, or at least people will go hunt the elite monsters, and this is not going to be an advantage anymore, but it's still worth to mention it. In my time spent here, I believe I finally understand why people would want to go grind bandits instead of Cadrys. There are two main reasons. After grinding Cadrys for a while, I decided to go back to Shakatu to repair my armor and store on the bank whatever I had in my inventory. And after that I decided to go grind bandits instead of Cadrys. And I was surprised that I could just one-shot the small bandit monsters, while at Cadry Ruins I couldn't one-shot anything. My AoEs would usually just take about 70 or 80% of their HP, so as a result I would say that Cadry monsters either have more HP or more defense, so they die slower, and in return this would of course mean you get less experience, because you're not going to kill that many in the same amount of time. The second reason is because Cadry monsters have a shield, and of course they are using them, and it's really annoying when I cast an AoE and 2 of them decide to block and they just don't die, and as a result this again means that you're going to kill them slower. Now, in terms of pure experience, I'm not sure if there is a difference between bandits and Cadrys, but that's a topic for a different video. Now, getting back to the elites, I have to bring up the shield again, because comparing them to bandit elite monsters, they again die slower because they also have a shield and of course they are using it to block. The easiest way to get past that is to stay as close to them as possible, because this way they would just spam their attacks and not block anything. But if you are, for example, a ranger and you spam shotgun, then chances are they are just going to block all the time and not take any damage. Besides that, there really isn't any other difference comparing them to bandit elites. They also have CC skills, and in terms of HP I would say that they have about the same amount. As I mentioned earlier, the main reason why you would want to actually grind them is because comparing them to Gahaz Bandits, you have a much higher chance to find them alive. And since their gem is actually worth 3.6 millions, then you're going to make quite a bit of money if you actually get some of those gems. For those who actually think of grinding them, or at least trying them, then keep in mind that their damage is about the same as Gahaz Bandit elites, so if you can't kill those, then you're not going to be able to kill these either, especially since they have a shield, so they are going to die slower, and you're going to have to survive for a longer time. And in terms of AP/DP, I don't know exactly a number, but I would suppose that 160 AP should be enough to kill them, and maybe 240-250 DP to be able to survive a knockdown if they actually manage to land one. Now, with all this being said, there is one more thing that I want to say before I end the video. If you are new to this area, then make sure to not mistake gatekeepers for elite monsters. Here at Cadry Ruins there are two gatekeepers that spawn pretty close to elite monsters, and of course they have a lot more HP and a lot more attack power, so they are harder to kill, and if you don't pay enough attention you might even die. So yeah, I suppose that's about all. Have fun hunting elite monsters, and I will see you guys next time.